Anime Chuds can't be serious. Video by tier list man 39.
What even is a chud these days? Depending on who you ask, everyone's a chud. I'm a chud, you're a chud, she's a chud, we are Chudly Kurt. But the group—
I'm not gonna lie though. I'm not gonna lie. Chud is one of those words. It doesn't annoy me as much as LARP. Not at all. Doesn't annoy me half as much as LARP. But chud is one of those words that has been propagated in like the past 6 months to a year, where I'm like, all right, bro, can we get a new word? Can we get a new word of the day? You know what I mean? Like I feel like, let's keep it a stack right now. The slang to populate in the past, let's say just past 2 years. The slang to populate in the past 2 years has been bottom tier slang overall. Bottom tier slang that I've ever heard in my life. Chud, LARP, all this shit has been buns. I'm sorry. It's either TikTok stealing AAVE or it's TikTok stealing shit from like 4chan, bro. It's very strange. Very strange.
We're going to be talking about today are anime chuds. Now, I don't mean your average basement dweller or your boy who won't shut up about SBR not dropping, or even the scourge known as Rent-A-Girlfriend fans. No.
I'm not gonna lie. Who in here watches Rent-A-Girlfriend? Be honest. Who in here watches Rent-A-Girlfriend? Be honest. Show yourself now. So I know one of y'all are excited for that season 5, season 6, whatever they're on. Rent-A-Girlfriend manga was peak. Uh-huh. Who else? Who else wants to admit? Nah, I'm playing that. Okay, I don't know how to untime this nigga though. Untime out. There we go. If you watch Rent-A-Girlfriend, bro, I have some serious concerns about your mental and physical health, but we'll handle that for another day.
No, I mean the crustiest, the dustiest, the stinkiest, corniest, horniest niggas you'll find.
Yo, this is a crazy fucking head shape, bro. What the fuck? This nigga's shit looks like a chicken leg.
This side of Twitter. We're going to be separating them into 2 categories. Cornballs for the brothers who are losers, but they probably just need to go outside. And genuine weirdos for the dudes who need to touch some jail bars more than some grass.
Okay.
Got it?
Got it.
With that being said,
what the fuck? Did this nigga know I was about to say got it?
Let's start with the cornball.
All right, cornball edgelords. Who do we think is going to be in this category? There's a fine line. Let's keep it a stack. In anime, there's a fine line between being a high-tier farmer and a low-tier edgelord. You know what I'm saying? Farming in like it's a thin line. A very thin line. And it usually comes down to the way the character acts outside of farming. So when I think of cornball edgelords, I'm thinking old boy from what's it called? Classroom of the Elite, of course. He's like the poster boy. Jinwoo, I consider him a cornball edgelord, but I don't think that's like a broadly held opinion. I think there are people out there who really look at Jinwoo and like actually want to be him, bro. You know how many niggas I've seen following, like how many YouTube videos I've seen? Hey, bro, this is Jinwoo workout routine. Dog, what? I know old boy from Classroom of the Elite is going to be on there. That's all I can think of off the top of my dome. I gotta see what tier list, man, like what type of timing he's on, you know, where he draws that line between farmer and edgelord.
Now, the corny brothers, I actually don't mind all that much. After all, I was one of them for a pretty long time. But as much as I
was too. I was too. I'm not gonna lie. I was in the hallway, bouncing off the walls like I was Bakugo in the 9th grade. And you know what? I still walk around like this every now and then just for niggas can't have fun no more? Niggas can't pretend to have the explosion quirk? What's going on?
Gotta roast you. First, let's talk about the fake, mysterious edgelord. You know, the exact type of person I'm talking about. Profile pic is probably either Light Yagami.
Ooh, Light. Light is a good one. Light is a good one. Light is a super cornball. Light is a cornball that was so corny, he actually fooled a good amount of people into thinking he was actually smart. And now that Light is brought up, my mind immediately goes to the next cornball that I put right there next to Light. Eren Yeager. Eren Yeager and Light, both of them are cornballs that think they're farmers. If you want to actually farm in that character archetype, look no further than my GOAT Lelouch v Britannia. And that nigga gets corny as hell sometimes too. I won't cap. Lelouch be towing the line. But you know what I mean? At the end of the day, you can't argue with the results. Light, that's a good one. That's a good one.
A Blaze Blue character, Toga, or Guts.
Toga? Guts? Oh, he's talking about the profile pictures.
Their bio on Discord, because they invariably will use Discord, is probably the corniest shit you'll ever see in your life. Probably something like, no one cares.
I'm not gonna lie, bruh. Let me go in the Discord right now and read some niggas' bios, bruh. If I see some cornball shit, you're getting banned.
Unless you're pretty or dead. Tenderness, worn on the skin, like a dress. The night is my sanctuary, my wrist.
What the fuck is this? Oh, man, yo, be careful on Discord, bro. There's interesting types of people on Discord.
They hurt. Like, yeah, I bet your wrists do hurt, my nigga. From playing all that damn Roblox. You got your username and gamer tag in your bio right next to your cry for help quote. Who are we fooling? They also probably are engaged in the vaguest of vague posting possible on all forms of social media. They're the type to get a 75 on their math test and put up a story talking about...
Yo, I'm not gonna lie. The vague posting, subtweeting, and like story vague posting, I never did that. I don't even really use social media outside of YouTube and like, you know, Twitch and stuff I do for my job. And even then, I should be better with Twitter and stuff and IG, but I just can't, like, it's just not my bag. But nah, the IG vague posting, we gotta stop that.
Nothing hurts anymore. I've felt too much pain already.
Stop the cap.
Like, these motherfuckers will do anything they can to try and either aura farm or try and make people feel concerned about them. Now, of course, if something is actually going on, that's one thing.
What the did he put the suicide hotline in the fucking video? Okay, I guess. Hey, y'all, if you ever need to talk, there you go.
That's one thing. Get help how you can, I ain't judging. But I cannot tell you the sheer number of times back in middle school or high school where I'd freak out seeing my boy with a Shigaraki profile post.
Whoa. Ooh, does Shigaraki fall into this category? Hold on. We have to... I feel like it's different with Shigaraki, though. Because I feel like there's a canonical character reason that Shigaraki falls into this category. Like Shigaraki was written. He's a League of Legends player. You know what I mean? He's a League of Legends player. He is canonic. It is an important part of his character that he is like a Discord bum type person given this dark, destructive power. Like, I'm not going to lie. I feel like if the My Hero verse had Discord, Shigaraki never would have happened. He would have found a social circle, okay? Whether or not that social circle would have been healthy, okay, shit, verdict's out. But he would have found a social circle on Discord. All right, he would have got a Shigaraki definitely pulling some Discord kittens for sure, especially after he get his white hair, whatever. And shit would have been cool. He would have got off League. He would have got on something chill like Stardew Valley. Might have gone to 1 or 2 anime cons per year for his social interaction, and he would have been cool. But because My Heroverse never had Discord, I bet you All For One stopped Discord from happening so that he could manipulate Shigaraki. I bet you he met Shigaraki on Discord. Hold on. It's all coming together now. Was Discord made by All For One? Think about it. Like, really think about it.
Thank you for everything. It's been nice knowing you all. Just to find out niggas had lost a Fortnite match.
Ain't no way, boy. Ain't no way, boy.
Had me thinking you about to tilt off the ledge because you got sniped at Tilted Towers. I promise, shit is not that serious. Also, they have a weird proclivity for falling into looks maxing stuff, though not as bad as one of the categories we'll get into later. These are more the guys posting their face in TikTok comments.
You're one of my close friends. I'm not gonna lie. I know some of y'all did this. I know some of y'all probably still do this to this day. Hey, bro, slide up on my story with the emoji and so I can give my opinion about you.
Begging people to rate them, freaking out about their canthal tilt, whether they have a filtrum or whatever. They haven't yet
Is filtrum a real thing that people say? That shit is kind of funny.
progressed to the level of some of the true weirdos will get to. They're mostly just gonna try mewing or buying jaw strengthening gum to try and look like their favorite character, as if it'll magically change their bone structure. But honestly, as far as edgelords go, these guys aren't all that bad. For one,
You know, edgelords are fine. Edgelords are fine because to a broad degree, like an edgelord in and of themselves, or a cornball in and of themselves, isn't really going to be hurting nobody, right? Like, you can be an edgelord that's also an asshole, but those two things aren't synonymous, right? So I'm honestly, I'm cool, you know. If you a little Shigaraki Jr., go ahead, bro. We've all been there before, bro. We've all had profile pictures that we regret. We've all had, you know what I mean? Don't make me go through the Discord and start looking at profile pictures, bro. Let's see. Whoa. I see way too much talking in this fucking Discord right now. Let me go ahead and shut down this channel right here. Niggas know the rules. No talking allowed. Wait, is Rimuru an edgelord? I'd say he's a cornball. Rimuru is definitely a cornball, but that's part of what makes him endearing, you know? He's a cornball, he knows it, he owns it, and he goes about his life.
as someone who used to run in these circles, most of these guys are like 14 years old. They get free reign to be a little lame. We all were at that age. I mean, it's not like they're 30-year-old men trying to act mysterious and auriform.
No, there are. There are a lot of them. The older I get, the more disillusioned I become with people. Where like, you know what I mean? As I was growing up, I was thinking like eventually I'd reach a point where like, okay, like, you know, I feel like once you get amongst the adults, bro, like everyone's going to like kind of be locked in. You know what I mean? And the older I get, the more disillusioned I get with people older than me and my same age, where I'm like, oh, this shit's not going to get any better, bro. This wasn't something we were all going to grow out of, bro. People are just like this.
Cardi. But seriously, these guys are the
I give artists a pass. I give artists a pass, not because it's cool, just because they do it. But at the end of the day, they're doing it for profit. If you're going to role play as a bisexual anime vampire,
but
like
seriously,
Jordan Carter, you know what I mean? There's a difference between doing it on Discord for e-kittens and doing it and bagging 30 M's because you're able to convince high school boys you're the shit. Plus, like, the whole point of an artist is kind of to embody, like, their work. This nigga is corny as hell, though.
Cardi. But seriously, these guys are the least problematic on this list, and as a result,
All right, pros, pretty much harmless, will likely grow out of it. Cons, overdramatic, annoying and melodramatic, likely to fake an incident over Roblox. Yo, Roblox becoming popular is just like, so I'm not gonna lie, bro. I almost was the first. Yo, okay, Nick, I probably sound like that unk to y'all that like that just tells lies, bro. Hey, I would have been in the league, but look, I'm so dead ass. I was almost the first Roblox YouTuber, bro. I was almost the first Roblox YouTuber. You have to hear me out, bro. But like way back when Roblox was like, maybe not in its infancy, but I was in elementary school. So let's see, when did Roblox come out? Roblox came out 2006. Okay, so this might have been like 2010, 2012-ish. Like, I saw my boy playing Roblox. And I was like, bro, like, I probably sound like LeBron, bro. I sound like LeBron, don't I? I was like, what if we made some YouTube videos on this? Like, this would be cool. And then even back in 7th grade, before Roblox really blew up, I tried to record a video on this Roblox zombie apocalypse game, but my laptop was so fucking ass and I didn't have any Robux to do cool shit, right? And so what I tried to do, I tried to buy Roblox off of this site, right? The site was like, yeah, all you need to do is put your email in and download this thing and we'll send you Robux. And I was like, oh, say less, you know? It seemed like an equivalent exchange to me. You download their little products, they give you Robux in they give you Robux in turn. I'm like, okay, sure, why not? Okay, it had 3 tiers, right? There was Robux, and then back in the day, I don't know if this is still a thing, but there was something called Tix, like Tix. It was like another currency they had on Roblox for whatever reason. All right, boom. There were like 3 tiers. It was like 10,000, 100,000, a million, like a million ticks. And I was like, you know what? I could go for a million ticks right now, but I don't want to be greedy, you know? I don't want to inflate the Roblox economy. I'm just go for 100,000. Put my email in, downloaded the software. I was like, damn, that's weird. My Robux never populated in my account. What's going on? Gave him my Roblox password and everything. I'm not gonna lie, I probably downloaded some fucking hackware because I spun back on that site like probably 20 times, thinking that one time it was going to work. I bricked the fuck out of that laptop, bro. Every day it just got slower and slower, and I just didn't put 2 + 2 together until that shit was just nothing but shitware on that laptop over some fucking Robux. Mind you, the thing that I wanted on Roblox was a fucking honey badger. I wanted a little honey badger to follow me around. Because mind you, Roblox cosmetics weren't nearly as advanced as they are now, right? So having a pet follow you around back in the day, that was the shit. I just wanted a couple thousand Robux for a honey badger. Never got my honey badger. I'll just say that. You know, I had a little phase like last year, 2 years ago, where me and a lot of my friends were on Roblox, bro. I looked for that honey badger because I wanted to buy it. I couldn't find it, but I did try to spin back for my kid self.
Are only getting the cornball tier. They're about as harmless as it gets, and I can count on an amputee's hands the number of times I've seen these guys as actual adults. But the next level of anime chud is probably the single.
Okay, so I think anime chud is less about the characters and more about like the people that relate to said characters or the people in the fandom.
Most annoying on this list or any other. It's time to talk about my least favorite archetype of the 3, the fake manipulator.
Okay, fake manipulator. So this where we're going to get into 𝙏𝙖𝙡𝙠 and them, right? I feel like this is like a new category of, if you want to say quote unquote chud, bruh. Like people weren't really like, obviously manipulators exist, but when I was coming up, people, the archetype of like, oh yeah, I'm such a manipulator, bruh. Dark psychology. This is like some shit that the new kids be on, bruh. People were not doing that growing up. So I don't know, maybe y'all grow up with these type of people. I don't know any people like this in real life who pride themselves on being some type of super manipulator or something.
Now these niggas are some of the biggest losers you'll ever meet. They're basically a variant of the edgelord.
I'm a manipulator. Manipulated job application.
The edgelords wanted to just act like their characters. These guys think they are their characters.
Is this nigga serious or what?
Yes, I am dead serious. These brothers actually think that they're the characters in their profile pic. They think they really are.
Okay, but like, okay. Does anyone here know someone who actually like idolizes 𝙏𝙧𝙡𝙠? Like unironically, like dead ass. Or like fucking Sid or like I've never met somebody like this, bro. I feel like they gotta be in hiding, bro. I feel like they gotta be in hiding. Either they're in hiding or like, you know how like they probably like tongue in cheek, like, yeah, guys, like, oh no, I'm just being like 𝙏𝙧𝙡𝙠 is like, you know, I just have him as my profile picture. No, it's part of the joke. And niggas act like they're being ironic whole time they're watching like Sung Jin Woo mewing tutorials. Yeah, this is probably just like, I don't know. Obviously, it's gonna be young people. And then like, I don't know, if you want to get into like the male manipulator, like manosphere type space, I guess you could say that. I know someone who's into SCD's smart character debates, debating who's smart between 𝙏𝙧𝙡𝙠. Like, are smart character debates like, but how do you even scale intelligence? Like, I feel like most power scaling is bullshit, but at least you can kind of base it in something semi-consistent. How do you scale intelligence in any sort of consistent way?
Like Yagami. They think they really are Lelouch. And of course, they think they really are 𝙏𝙧𝙡𝙠.
Okay. Oh, have I been saying his name wrong the whole time? I'm not going to lie, though. Like, sometimes when I do certain things, I, like, role play, like, get into the mindset of, like, an anime character in order to, like, hold on. Like, this is going to sound crazy, but, like, sometimes you got to just, like, like hit this one right here. You know what I mean? Just to, you know what I mean? Like, let's say, hold on. Now I really got to explain this or else I'm going to sound like I'm one of these people. Like, sometimes when life isn't going your way, bro, you just have to romanticize your life to the point where you feel like you in an anime, bro. And sometimes you got to hit this right here. You know what I'm saying? Or hit the king pose. I feel my shit look ugly as hell. Hold on. My shit look that nigga jolly ass king, bro. I don't know why that came out so zesty.
Sorry about that. I meant Agamemnoji. Ayanakoji?
Okay.
My bad, y'all. My bad. As I was saying, a lot of these guys would sell their families for the chance to be anagram culture.
Elvis lives.
Seriously, there is no limit to the glaze they have for this nigga I am a cornball. They don't just like him. They're out here giving hundreds of thousands of views to videos like how to control your emotions.
What the yo. I'm not gonna lie, we should react to one of these videos one day, bro. We should react to Mind Break. We might we might do that after this video, bro. And then get in the slime and then we just won't watch Mushoku. But low-key, I wanna see like I wanna see what's going on, bro.
Like Ayanakoji. Don't react. How to study like
this is so strange to me though. Why has Ayanakoji resonated so much with like certain younger anime fans? This nigga been out here bullshitting since I was in like the 7th grade, bro. 500K view. Hold on, I'm making the wrong type of content. I'm making the wrong. Yeah, no more reactions, no more Yat videos, bro. I'm not doing nothing but Ayanakoji Jinwoo tutorials, bro.
Ayanakoji, the perfect Ayanakoji.
The perfect Ayanakoji 500K. Yo, we're gonna watch some of these, bro. We're going to watch some of these. Maybe not today, but this will be coming.
Koji daily routine. Like, are you not tired of bouncing on it already?
Get off that nigga dick, bro. What is you doing?
We know you don't work out, brother. Them knees gotta be hurting by now.
The crazy part is, and I don't think there's anything wrong with like, you know what I mean, basing your motivation on like an anime character. You know what I'm saying? Like, have you ever tried to work out to You Say Run? Nigga, playing You Say Run while you're on the treadmill be having you feel like you're about to get one for all yourself, bro. Like, fuck, if I just hit this last split, someone's gonna give me a piece of hair with one for all in it. It's a very invigorating experience. I recommend it. But at the same time, bro, Ayanakoji is just such a horrible character to base yourself off of. I'm not gonna lie. I tried to get into that show in the 7th grade. Didn't fucking like it. And mind you, in the 7th grade, I was watching straight bullshit and sludge. And even then I can kind of tell, yo, this is kind of some fucking buns. Tried to get into that show again last year because I wanted to milk the season that just came out. And I couldn't. That shit was ass. Super ass. But anywho, let's keep it pushing.
It's crazy too, because if any of y'all had even read Classroom of the Elite, you know, the series where hit artist 𝙏𝙖𝙡 is from, you know that Ayanakoji doesn't even want to be Ayanakoji.
Stop hugging that nigga penis. You embracing that nigga penis. You providing warmth to that nigga penis.
What the fuck?
The whole point is that he wants to be a regular ass dude at the end of the day. If you want to be anime coochie more than he does, I don't know what to tell you. I swear, y'all really must have watched the series through.
Okay, no, this has to be like, some of these have to be ironic though. Like, am I coping by thinking some of these have to be ironic and no way everyone is dead ass making these edits?
TikTok edits. And it'd be one thing if it was just self-improvement stuff or studying, but y'all actually want to treat people in real life like these characters do in their shows. Y'all are dead ass.
Which is horrible, by the way.
Walking around referring to yourself as real life.
You may come to regret trying to manipulate me. Are niggas still making edits like this? Niggas was making mask edits when I was in high school, bro. Crazy. Like Trap Goku and shit.
Manipulators. No, I'm not joking. People actually think that they're out here subtly manipulating everyone around them to follow their whims because they watched a 5-minute YouTube
Ayanakoji
tutorial. Like, are we serious? I don't know how to tell you this, but you're not an anime character. Your name isn't Seto Kaiba. Your name isn't Light Yagami. Your name is
Seto was low-key like the prototype for these niggas, bro. All these niggas gotta give they props to Grandpa Seto. Shout out Seto.
isn't even Assalamu Alaikum. Your name is Connor, age 32, from Arkansas.
All right, no, I'm not coping, bro. I'm not coping. No one age 32 is jacking Ayana Koji like that, bro. No. I refuse to believe that, bro. I refuse to believe that.
How are you out here talking about manipulating people when you can't even manipulate your mouth to talk to a woman? Can't manipulate your soap to clean out your armpits. Can't manipulate your pen over a job application. Can't manipulate your feet to walk outside. You are not a manipulator. And another thing, these guys almost always swear up and down that they're stoics and that emotion.
Stoic, bro. The fucking hollowing of stoicism as a philosophy on the internet has been genuinely sad to see, as someone who identifies with a good some portion of stoic tenets, bro. Niggas dead ass think stoicism is just like on some anime shit, bro. Haven't read a single book, haven't read a single line of actual stoic philosophy. Sad. How to control your emotions like Ayana Koji. Niggas going to silent domination. Yo, silent domination. A nigga sat down and typed silent domination into the YouTube, like for his YouTube name, bro. This shit is about to piss me off. The more I see this, like my brain, whenever my brain sees some shit like this, my brain like goes like, no, this can't be real, bruh. Like this is satire. This is like a joke. Like this is like a multi-layered joke that everyone's in on. I don't want to look at this too long. I'm going to get very
for the weak and how they control.
I'm going to get very like frazzled, bro. I'm going to get very, very disenchanted with humanity.
I gotta remind y'all, stoicism doesn't consist of just not feeling emotions, and it certainly doesn't consist of what y'all are doing.
Yeah, stoicism actually consists of feeling emotions and understand. That nigga about to really get mad. And understanding the emotions that you're feeling, but not letting them have control over your thoughts and actions, bro.
Y'all think Xeno Obsidian was out here rage baiting on Reddit in his room watching JJK Brazilian funk edits? Stoicism isn't not having emotions. It's just not letting them rule you.
Good shit. Okay, me and Tearless Man on the same shit right now, for real.
Wanting to feel superior to people is an emotion. Wanting to feel desired or cool is an emotion. Insecurity is an emotion. Basically, every driving factor behind these niggas' actions is
an emotion. There is like a base like paradox with what they're trying to do and the way they're acting. I still refuse to believe these people are real. Like I'm sure there's probably like, you know, a couple people out there somewhere, but no way they're prevalent.
Media literacy be kicking y'all's asses, I swear. Still, annoying as they are.
Pros: too incompetent to actually be dangerous, funny in small doses. Cons: genuinely insufferable, smells like doo-doo water.
I don't think I can really justify putting them as genuine weirdos here. These guys are losers, but they're not really competent.
I'm scared with what's going to come in genuine weirdo.
But our next category is where we go from some of y'all are cornballs to some of y'all are criminals. Let me introduce to you the true chud. But before we get to our last category, I'd like to ask that you please like the video.
Thank you for the sub,
and subscribe.
Food.
If you do, you're goated and sexy and your booty is fat. With that being said, let's talk about the biggest weirdos of all, the true chuds.
Okay.
Now,
true
this
chuds.
section is for the brothers who are actual weirdos. Also,
I'm scared of what's going to be talked about. If this video goes in a certain direction, we dead will just finish it off here and get in this line, bro.
So it means I can drop the gloves and really flame these odd ass, loser ass, buster ass.
Yep, I can see where this is going.
Ass creepy ass niggas. I was holding back just a little bit before because for the other two categories, there was at least the hope we could save these guys. If you've managed to get down to true chud, nuke the whole generation. There is no hope for you. Now, these are the people you're the least likely to encounter in real life, or at least you'd never know, since they're the definition of a social media gangster, a fake demon, a Twitter thug, an Instagram monster. This is the type of dude to go in somebody comments calling black cosplayers all types of.
Yep. Okay. This is what I was thinking. Yeah. There's a side. This is the reason I'm not active on Twitter, bruh. Or any social media like that, really. And even then, I'll still get certain comments. But there's a side of the anime community that's just really, really pungent. That's the best word I could really use for them. Very pungent. And I don't know, like my brain, again, I'm kind of in denial that these people are actually like this, right? My brain tells me these people are trolls, right? Like the ones who get all racist and vitriolic. A lot of them are VTubers. They do kind of, not all the time, but a lot of them do happen to fall on that VTuber, you know, hemisphere of the anime community. Like, my brain tells me when I see this shit, I'm like, okay, it's just someone trolling, bro. It's just someone looking for a reaction. I have a hard time grappling with the fact that niggas actually wake up and just do this with their life. A big part of them got to be bots. Oh, for sure. In the modern era, a lot of these niggas are agentic AI that was set to like run up engagement. And it's so weird too, because you can interact with the anime community and never run into these people, right? But if you like get onto that certain half, you just end up running into the most, like chuddish, disgusting people. Some of the most chuddish, disgusting people that you can find on the internet. Granted, I do think a large part are bots that are literally meant to rage bait. I've discovered that my Twitter feed, like the way it recommends stuff, my algorithm knows that I engage most with content that rage baits me, right? Because I'll see someone tweet something dumb and then I'll go look in the replies, in the repost, and be like, surely someone is calling this shit out as stupid. I might not do this myself, but surely someone is calling this out as stupid. And Twitter knows this. Twitter knows this. It knows I engage with content that rage baits me, that pisses me off. And this is why I kind of got to stay off Twitter. But yeah, like, no.
Hard R, calling women all types of bitches, who have their knees knocking trying to order McDonald's in person. This is the type of dude sending death threats and swatting niggas who cross the street when they see anyone above 100.
Bro, the swatting is crazy. The swatting is crazy. This is why I gotta be so careful on the internet now, bruh. Like, I might say something wrong about someone's favorite anime. Next thing you know, I'm getting ballistic missiles sent to my parents' crib. What's going on?
50-pound soaking wet approach though. This is the type of dude saying they'll run up in somebody's house. Meanwhile, their ass can't even run.
Expose him! Expose him!
And they're not just terrified of people in general on some Lovecraft shit. They're at the very least too terrified to ever out themselves because they know the consequences for their.
That's true. I have more respect for someone to feel like swatting should be illegal. Swatting is very illegal. It's just hard to prove that, like, you know what I mean? All you have to do is really say, oh, I thought there was a genuine threat. You know, it's hard to prove that they didn't. But yeah, I have more respect for someone who has these pungent opinions with their whole chest, with their face out there, than someone who hides under a Freerin PFP, bruh. Shout out Freerin too, bruh. I hate how these niggas co-opted my girl. I hate how these niggas co-opted Freerin just because. Let's keep it pushing.
Nastiness. Also, because they make no fucking sense half the time.
That makes no fucking sense.
Let's start with the Japan obsessors. And no, I don't mean the people who just really like Japan or want to go.
There are a whole lot of Japan obsessors, bro. As someone who loves anime, as someone who loves animation, I gravitate towards anime because Japan, without a doubt, has built the best incubator for animated media on the planet. Hands down, like, there's really no argument there. Numbers don't lie. Like, let's just keep it a stack right now. However, I also recognize that it's still a real nation with real people that has real flaws. You know what I mean? Yeah, I might want to visit one day, but I'm not sitting here thinking like, if only I lived in Japan, bro. If only, bro, what? No, Japan, yeah, it's definitely on my top 3, top 4 list of places to visit. And there are some great things about the place, but there are people who, like, in their head, bro. And this just goes to show how powerful, how influential of soft power anime has been for Japan's, like, PR globally. There are people who, like, see anime and then just, like, that's, like, Japan in their head, bro. Like, I'll see posts every now and then. It'll be like a TikTok, right? And some, you know, it'll be like some Japanese kids in school, you know, doing some TikTok dances. Same shit you'll see from high school kids and fucking anywhere across the globe. You go in the comments, you go in the comments, niggas talking about, hey, bro, man, it's like they in a real life anime. Like, bro, you know how mad I'd be if I was a Japanese kid doing my TikTok dance and all my comments was about fucking me being a fucking slice of life anime character, bro. Niggas have gotten to the point where like they dehumanize, they glaze so hard they dehumanize them. It's weird. It's very weird, very strange. But hey, it is what it is though.
Japan or even glaze it. I mean the people who act like they're the CEO of Japan and Japanese culture from their bedroom in Boise, Idaho. These are the type of people who
Niggas at Boise, Idaho.
They're damnedest to exclude and gatekeep and otherwise just bully anyone who doesn't fit their vision of a perfect anime fan, aka women
Black
and people
people
of color. Talking about some protecting the purity of Japanese culture like their ass isn't from the Midwest. Though some of these guys, believe it or not, don't even think anime is part of Japanese culture. I've dead ass seen brothers try and argue that anime was a white art form, and that all, not some.
I've never seen that. I won't cap. I've seen a lot of Japan glazers, you know, do their little pseudo-nationalism thing where they think they like the patron deity of Japan and therefore no black people can watch anime. I've never seen someone so deep in the trenches that they argued anime was a white art form.
Not a large percentage. All anime characters
look like European children and teenagers. That's why they look Eurocentric, but okay.
were European.
I beg your pardon?
Like, my bad, Jonathan. I didn't know Sasuke Uchiha was in the Aryan Brotherhood.
I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna tell you where this came from, bro. It's all that localizing they did. And I'm usually a fan of localizing. But that localizing they did with like the early anime that first hit the West, bruh. I'm not gonna lie. That got niggas thinking like anime characters are actually white, bro. I have a pet theory that anime only took off in the US to the degree that it did because a lot of the characters are like somewhat white passing. And kids could watch the stories and like, you know what I mean, project onto them. I feel like if anime characters looked more like characters that like have like very Japanese features in the art style, like I don't know, Mob Psycho. You know what I mean? I don't think anime would have taken off the same way if people's introduction was like characters that look like Ida as opposed to characters that look like Naruto with like blonde hair and green eye or blue eyes, green eyes for Super Saiyan. That's just my little pet theory though.
That's on me. I must have missed when Ichigo Kurosaki embraces Italian roots. My fault, OG. But I think easily the worst part of the true chud is how many of them are creeps. Now, I'm not going to get too deep into it, but hot take, I think messaging any type of kids when you are not a kid and you are not related is weird.
Is that a hot take? I deadass, like no shade to y'all. Sometimes I don't be responding to y'all DMs just cause like, I don't know how old y'all are, bro. That's why niggas are not allowed to talk in the Discord, bro. I'm not trying to run a daycare.
Thank you. I know I just made a revolutionary statement.
Stop the cap.
But in all seriousness, we're not going to go full Chris Hansen here, but I think because a lot of these brothers have never moved beyond high school, they're trying to shoot their shot at actual high schoolers. If this is you, bro, all I have to say is that you're weird, you're odd, you're irregular, you're abnormal, you're strange, you're bizarre, you're unusual, you're peculiar, you're a deviant, or suffice it to say,
You's a freaky ass nigga.
I don't think much needs to be said.
Pros likely to never run into one. Yeah, the great part about the, I guess, quote unquote, true chuds, as Tier List Man calls them, is that like you can dead ass escape them just by stepping outside, bro. No one like this goes outside. And if they do, they're not courageous enough to infect the air around them like they do on social media. And so just make sure you limit your screen time, bro. Or, you know, maybe you're obsessed with screen time. All right. Make sure you limit your social media time at the very least, bro. You know, like if shit ever really gets wicked out there, just cut on some Teddy Slump videos and, you know, just watch them over and over again and click every ad that comes up. And like the video and share it. And if there's a sponsorship, click the link. And there's also probably like a Patreon link in the description in the pinned comment. You should also click that and subscribe to the highest tier. Actually, I'm going to be dropping $1,000 tier soon. You should sub to that tier. And yeah, you know, I feel like that's the gist of what we have to say today. Fire video though.